Next up, for Fox Girls favorites, I want to play a very important game from my childhood, which is Nintendogs. We'll have to see how this goes. So we're buying a dog. Was an early game for the DS and was my third DS game period. Fun story. Welcome to the Nintendogs kennel. Touch the arrow to continue. There are always plenty of puppies packed with personality waiting here for you. Go on in and try to find the puppy that's right for you. Good luck. Would you like to buy a puppy or would you like to look at the kennel puppies? We want to look first. This is the Labrador edition specifically. These are the kennels that display dogs. They aren't for sale, but you're free to play and interact with them. So the demo dogs are Daisy, Maxwell, and Lucky. So we can just kind of play with them. We can like zoom the camera in. You can also use the D-pad to rotate the camera. Yeah. Just to demonstrate. There are 3 versions by launch. The launch had 3 versions, all with unique sets of dogs. You can unlock the others, so there's not like exclusive content per version. But these are the starting breeds for Labrador and Friends. There's also like Dachshund and Friends, and also Toy Poodle. So I wanted the Labrador version because they are the cutest. I also really like corgis. Oh, we have entirely like this color of corgi today. So I would prefer the other. Oh, hey, you can just rotate out. Cool. What if I get a corgi? What if I just be very predictable and get a corgi? Pembroke Welsh Corgi. This sheepdog hails from Britain and is beloved by English royalty. It has stamina on par with larger breeds. This shy pup will become like a member of the family to a trainer with a forgiving heart. This fiery young female is a bit naughty, so she requires constant attention and supervision. And this wild female is very active and has strong will to go with her boundless energy. Sounds like a recipe for disaster for all of these. Oops, didn't mean to actually click on the schnauzer. Let's check the labs for a moment. I always went for the black labs for some reason. I'm really leaning corgi because I'm predictable and like don't vary things up very much. Tomboyish young female can't sit still and loves getting into things. All the corgis are just like this apparently. This female puppy is full of love. She can get lonely at times, so it's a perfect pup for family life. Aww. I'm leaning this one. They all look the same, but personality-wise, I'm leaning this one. Is this the dog you like? Yes. You've chosen your puppy. Your new life with your new puppy is about to begin. Touch E to continue. Hi, welcome on in. Oh yeah, and hi everybody. Again, this is a very interesting stream to try to do. Not a very conventional game. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. I have a lot of stories about this game, so that'll be fun. Your puppies come home with you. She appears a little nervous being in such an unfamiliar place. Spend some time with your puppy to help her feel more comfortable. Touch the whistle icon in the middle of the screen to interact with her. So, wow, she came over right away. She seems to have noticed you. When your puppy gets close to you, it's your chance to interact with her. Call her closer to you and then pet her gently. My memories with this game. So basically, I had a story of I really wanted a DS for this game specifically, and I got a DS for my birthday. But fun thing, this game actually released on my birthday that year, so I ended up like convincing my parents to let me open presents early. Since I was like very convinced I was probably getting a DS. Like I was extremely confident I was getting a DS. So I got one along with Yoshi Touch and Go, which is very tech demo-y, and also Super Mario 64 DS. I almost considered streaming Super Mario 64 DS next, but we have so much Mario coming up soon, I decided we should do more variety for Fox Girls favorites since I narrowed down the list like considerably anyway. It's like, yeah, no, I should not overload Mario for this series. I want to mix it up. Nintendogs was the reason I wanted the DS in the first place. Okay, here's the fun part. She seems to have calmed down quite a bit. Surely you have an idea what you want to call this puppy, don't you? Good, because it's time for you to name your puppy by saying its new name out loud.
Puppy.
Pronounce it very clearly like this. I thought of a name for a dog. I use this name for OCs a lot, fun thing. Sophie. Sophie. Wow, that sounds crusty coming through the DS. She heard you. Touch begin on your input and call your puppy's name. Sophie. Sophie. I don't know if this is a great name, because... Huh? Touch begin audio input and call your puppy's name. Oh, oops. Sophie. Sophie. She learned your name. You better make note of it before you or your puppy forgets. Cool. So, wow, that barely fits. Cool. Neat. Saving, do not turn the power off. Also, it's just said, like, is Sophie correct? Cool. This dog's name is now Sophie. Sophie seems to be quite happy that you've given her a name. From now on, she should respond when you call her Sophie. If she responds, gently pet her and praise her good behavior. Keep calling her name so she can get used to the sound of it. So, like, here we go. Sophie. 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 Yeah, see, it works. Again, this game is, like, very impressive. To me, this was like the system seller, easily. But the funny thing is, because they pulled the Pokemon and had different versions, I really wanted the lab version because I like corgis. I also like labs. You can unlock all the dogs in every version, but I wanted to start with them. And Sophie responds to you, keep calling her name so she can get used to hearing it. Sophie. Sophie. She seems to be very interested in you now that you've called her name repeatedly. Maybe this would be a good time to teach her how to sit. Gently pet the top of Sophie's head and quickly slide the stylus down her head to make her sit. After gently petting her head, quickly slide the stylus down. She sat. And the top right corner of the touchscreen is the training icon. When you touch this icon and say a command, your puppy will associate that command with the trick she just performed.
Sit down.
Enunciate your commands clearly so Sophie can understand you. Give it a try. Keep repeating this process until Sophie learns the command. Touch to continue. Sit. Sit. Try it once more. Use your stylus to gently pet Sophie, then quickly slide it down her head. Sit. Oh. Yeah, it wasn't amazing, mind you. Sit. Sit. It's the kind of thing that was like, oh hi. It's like a special thing. Sit. Sit. Hey, we did it. Sophie learned a trick. Make a note of the command you taught her. Sit. Hi Son, welcome on in. Yeah, hi Mario, hi Wolpear, hi Aiden, hi Son. Hope everyone's doing well. Next you'll want to make sure Sophie can really perform the trick you just taught her. First call Sophie's name to get her to come to you. When Sophie is in front of you, say the command you just taught her. Don't even hesitate. Why don't you give it a try? Sophie. Sophie. Sit. Oh. Sit. Aww. She sat. Looks like Sophie definitely responds to your voice and your commands. Now that she's learned to sit, you can try teaching her other commands too. There are plenty of other things you and Sophie can enjoy together. You can find a series of dog books under the care section of your supplies. Read them whenever questions arise. You can now begin enjoying your life with Sophie. Good luck! And saving. Alrighty, so now we are in the game proper. We have supplies. A lot of supplies, oh my god. That's the whole thing. Let's go out what we're looking for. Shopping! Because I'm irresponsible. Secondhand shop. This is a secondhand shop where you can sell any supplies you no longer need what you'd like to sell. This is not where I want to be. I wanted to go, I guess, here. Pet supply. The shop carries a wide range of supplies. A puppy supplies. What would you like to buy? Obviously, we need to actually take care of this animal. And not just flake out on basic needs. You can buy better food later on. But we'll start small for now. You also have shampoo, short hair and long hair. Oops. Slightly unwieldy with my current setup, I'm gonna be real. Oh, did not mean to go up to 30. Again, I don't know if this will be a one-off or not. I might do another stream of this, if I so desire, but we'll see. This brush removes dirt and pretties up your dog's coat, ideal for short-haired dogs. I wasn't reading any of this, by the way. Oopsie. You got a wire brush for long hair. Flying disc. We definitely want one of those. This toy is great for playing wide open areas. The basic model comes in 3 colors. Definitely want one of those. Oops. Do we want to get a collar? Ah, we can get a little ribbon, too. I don't even know where they wear the ribbon. Simple design suits boys or girls. It comes in 2 standard colors. Let's wait on that. Let's just get a base gas collar to start with. This ageless design of rich leather is perfect for pets. It comes in 6 colors, so they rotate out. This could be fun if you want a chill game to stream too. True. The only problem is that would require me to actually maintain this Nintendog past the stream, which is slightly daunting. Oh, we actually just had a collar to start with. Oops, I should have looked. My bad. Truth be told, it's been a hot minute since I've actually played Nintendogs. Pembroke, Welsh, Corgi, clean, short hair, hungry, thirsty. Collar moment? What's that supposed to mean? I mean, I know what it's supposed to mean, but... Alright, so let's feed a doggo. But yeah, I really wanted... this version specifically. Turns out everybody did. So I remember going around the town I lived at the time with my mom, going to like every store we could think of that would probably carry video games, and eventually found a copy of this game at Target. Everyone wanted the Labrador version. So it turned into a huge-ass day trip kind of thing, trying to hunt down a copy of Nintendogs Labrador and Friends. So yeah, eventually finally got it, and I was very happy. I very much appreciate this game. Obviously, I kind of grew out of it in a way, partly just because, you know, time to play, you know, daily games like this is limited. So yeah, I eventually... Oh, hi. But yeah, we can also play with toys, as you might be able to guess. This is gonna be extraordinarily unwieldy, I think. Yeah, we can have a little flying disc, and we can try to... Sophie! Sophie! Yeah, she'll bring it back for us. Hell yeah. They will fight you at first. They get better at it later on. Oh, this is gonna suck. If we try to do the competitions. We'll see how I'm feeling about that. But we do have contests. We also have info, which is like all sorts of different things, like accomplishments and everything. Again, my main goal for this playthrough would... Wow, what are these pictures? My main goal for this playthrough is to attempt to do at least the basic level of all of the trials, but we'll see how that goes. There's also bark mode, which I don't know what that is. You want to take Sophie for a walk? Yes. You can have up to 3 dogs at a time, by the way. Draw a route that starts and ends at your house. The meter in the bottom left shows how far your dog can go. She cannot go very far because she is a new dog. Wait a minute. That's a store. So I actually want to go down first. Hardly know her. Wait, what did I miss in chat? God, this is unwieldy. I'm doing my best here. I don't think we'll be able to make it to the park in this walk. We might just have to go straight back. Oh. You just saw a husky puppy, Ira. Oh, that's lucky. I love huskies. I'm having a hell of a time here. I think we're just gonna do a basic walk around the neighborhood and build up stamina. Cause like, oof, we cannot even make it to anything. So yeah, we can walk a dog. It's a little 2D section, but we can even hold the leash, like so. Got this little jaunty tune. You can kind of move the leash to kind of like pull your dog along too. I tend to not like to do that. As a kid I would, because I was impatient, and also probably not as nice to the virtual animals as I wish I'd been. Yeah, if you keep going, they should eventually build up stamina. But yeah, you will occasionally have to like pick up after your dog too. But yeah, this is just a nice little chill, like, sim kind of game. Again, I played this game quite a bit at the time. Eventually kind of fell out of it, because, again, trying to juggle this, Animal Crossing, and other games was just a lot. It's Puffy out for a walk. You and Jane have some time to chat. That looks like a really smart corgi, you know? It might be championship caliber. Hell yeah. We're in a bit of a standoff here, I feel. I'm trying to remember how to get them to actually, like, play, because it is possible. It's time to say goodbye to Jane. Sophie still seems to be curious about Puffy. Oh, they were just about to hit it off, and I cut them short. Damn. But yeah, the little question marks are like, events, basically. But yeah, you can pull on the collar to get them to speed up, slow down, not try to mess with things they shouldn't be, you know, eating off the ground, kind of. But yeah, just kind of a nice little chill time. I mean, we did just have our dog drink a lot of water, so this makes sense. Oh, there are little marks to show, I guess, where the dog went. That's interesting. I never really picked up on that. This dog is pissing, yeah. Yeah. Again, this is kind of a weird game to try to stream, I feel, just by the nature of, you know, it's a sim game, essentially. So, like, oh wow, that was a weird scenery transition. But yeah, trying to juggle this is not the easiest thing in the world. Yeah, this is the other. So yeah, you do have to pick up after your dog occasionally. Which is not easy in real life. Alrighty. Now we're home. You've returned home. Going out can be a real workout for your dog. Go to the pet store and buy some water for Sophie. You returned from your walk together. It's pretty tiring. Buy water? Yeah, you have to buy water. I don't know why. Thirst is normal. I mean, I guess she's doing okay. What if we take another walk immediately after? What if can we do that? You just went for a walk. Let your dog rest for a while before going out again. So yeah, this is the problem with trying to, like, do the contest route. Is just trying to min-max time, basically. Microplastics were ahead of their time. Oh my god. Let's see. What other things can we do while we wait for our doggo to recover? I guess we can try teaching her more tricks. And just giving her more affection, too. I'm trying to remember what kind of tricks there are. Because it's been a hot minute since I've actually played this game. List of tricks in Nintendogs. There's actually some rare tricks, too, which is kind of cool. We also have $1,000 to start with, which is kind of wild. I should have just called her name. Hello. I like how they climb up on the screen. Very eager to see us. Alright, trick time. First, we gotta give her a little love. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well today. Hope everyone's having a great time. As I'm having fun with it. Ooh, that's clipping there. Lie down. Lie down. Oh, hi. You're just gonna F off, I guess. Sophie! Sophie! We can get boy toys, too. So it's like... Sit. Good girl. And then do it again. Oh, too much. I don't know if that counts, so I'm gonna let this slide. That was like slightly at an angle, which was not what I was going for. Lie down. Lie down. You're living your best life watching this? Oh, I'm glad. Glad you're having a good time. Sophie. Again, it's surprisingly responsive. I think Kid Me was just horribly impatient, because this actually works pretty okay. Lie down. Lie down. Hell yeah. Sophie learned a new trick, cool. Yeah. Cool. You love little creatures? Same. I'm not even really a dog person, fun thing. I'm more of a cat person. Too bad we don't have treats or anything to give her. Yeah. Okay, now can we go somewhere? Well, they let us leave. No. I don't know how much time they have to... You have to wait for that, by the way. There are also some other services, too. You can redesign your house. There are more unlocks later on, I'm pretty sure. There's also a dog hotel. What does it say for this? Welcome to the dog hotel where we pamper your pup. What would you like to do today? You can donate. But this is basically if you want more than 3 dogs. Like if you just want a crap ton of dogs for some reason. This is like a Pokemon box, basically, for lack of a better word. You can store 5 dogs and just rotate them out if you want. What is Spark mode? Oh, search for a friend for Sophie to play with. So this is the wireless mode. Can't do that, unfortunately. I don't remember if this game had Wi-Fi connectivity or if it was mostly just local. Save your efforts up to this point. Yes. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Yes, I still have mine. It's in bad shape, I'll fully admit. It's seen better days. But yeah, I really enjoyed my DS. No, don't power off. Yeah. Sophie. Sophie. Again, this is working shockingly well. I remember it being really bad, so I'm genuinely shocked. Like, a little bit surprised. Shake. 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 See, it's like working really great. Like, damn. I'm actively kind of impressed. Not gonna lie. This old ass DS game actually having pretty good, you know, voice response. Shake. Okay, we're gonna test some things now. You kind of have to hit the same cadence every time. That's the one downside. So you have to kind of remember how you said it too. Lie down. Good dog. Roll over. Roll over. I don't know if that actually counts, but I guess that works. And this is also a trick where she's like rearing up like that. I forget how to actually make that work. Shake. Shake. Aww. Cute. Lie down. Lie down. Good dog. Oh, okay. Cool. I wasn't telling you to do a trick, but that works. Okay. Like this. Oh, something is causing her to do the shake trick too much. Okay, maybe it's too responsive sometimes. Lie down. Roll over. Roll over. Neat. Sophie. Again, this is fun. I'm having a great time. Lie down. Good dog. Nope, not what I meant to do. Roll over. Roll over. Hell yeah. We are flying through the tricks. There's also a Japanese keyboard. Obviously, I'm not going to use that. For obvious reasons. You love the babby? Aw, me too. I like dogs. I'm like in a weird boat, though, where I don't... Oh, wait, that's not roll over. That's play dead. Oops. Well, good news. You're letting you delete tricks, so we might have to relearn this one. My bad. I was just double checking the list and it's like, oh, that is not the one I meant to teach. Oopsie. Okay, now we're probably good to go out, right? Wow, okay. I don't know what the timer is on that. That will cause a lot of issues for this playthrough, potentially. And roll over is like onto her back, basically. Hello. Lie down. Good dog. Oh, Sophie seems tired of learning. Try teaching her again tomorrow. Oh, so we probably will have to do a couple of runs of a couple of streams for this, just because we have hit a limit here. Well, I'm curious. This might backfire horrifically, but let's try this. Obedience trial. Enter Sophie in an obedience trial, sure. Again, probably at least do an early level. Also, how's the volume, by the way? Hello everybody, welcome to the beginner class of the obedience trial. The battle for supremacy is nearing its finale. Here to cover the action is yours truly, Ted Rumsworth, with an analysis by my friend and associate Archie Hubbs. Thanks, Ted, and a great big hello to everyone out there watching. Ready for this place to go to the dogs? Our current leader, having earned 8.80 points, is Tom's Labrador, Poppy. I could make so many jokes, I'm gonna refrain. So Archie, what can you say about Poppy's performance today? Well, that pup's coat was definitely the shiniest, Ted, which begs the question, can I use dog shampoo or will it make me bald? Now the goal here is to earn at least 7.80 points. Any dog that does that will move up to the open class. We're finally down to our last entrant. Now it's the Corgi Sophie. Its trainer is Yuna. Archie, what is your impression of Sophie? We have a new champion, Ted. It hasn't even started yet, Archie. Yeah, so with that, let's begin. Lie down. Shake. Hey. Sophie's managed to perform all of the required commands. Sharp dog, Ted. Sit. Hey. Got goosebumps, wow. Lie down. Shake. 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 Lie down. Hey. What a bold performance, just awesome. I'm shaking, Ted. Sit. 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 She held it. This dog is clearly attached to her owner, Ted. Sit. Lie down. Sit. Sit. Lie down. Shake. Hey, it appears that Sophie has outperformed all of her tricks. So just how will Sophie measure up in the eyes of our 3 judges? Boy, I had to sit in front of those judges. Oh my god. Huh? 9.38. That performance was worth a total of 9.38 points. Now that is a high score. The judges certainly seem to have acknowledged the speed with which she displayed the required tricks. She must really like her owner. I could never get my dog to perform like that. Hell yeah. Now that we're all set for the award ceremony, it's time to announce our winners. There we go. In third place with a total of 8.30 points, we have Carmen's Pincher, Chelsea. Taking second place with a score of 8.80 points is Tom's Labrador, Poppy. And in first place, winning today's event with a score of 9.38 points, ladies and gentlemen, Yuna's Corgi, Sophie. Congratulations! With this victory, Sophie receives a gold trophy and $100 in prize money. It's her trophy, it's not ours. Wow, now that was quite a show, Ted. Talk about exhilarating. I'm breathless. Sophie, next up for you is the open class. That wraps things up for today, folks. This is your announcer, Ted Rumsworth, and your commentator, Archie Hub, signing off. Always a pleasure working with you, Ted. Keep whacking, folks. What's that even mean? You returned from the contest. So yeah, we won our first contest. First try. Clean, normal, normal. Guess we can feed her again. Or, could we go on a walk again? Will they finally let us leave? No. Okay, I'm gonna look up how much time you have to wait before you can walk again. I'm actually curious. But yeah, I think we will end up doing a second stream with this just because it'll, be a bit. You have to wait half an hour to walk again, which I guess makes sense. I think there's also a break if you have contests too. I don't think they let you do too many back-to-back as well. Unfortunately, the problem with Nintendogs is we kind of hit a limit of what we can actually do, realistically. By the nature of, we have a virtual dog, and it is based somewhat on real time. Therefore, our options are a little bit limited. Obviously, this is a little bit different than an Animal Crossing playthrough, because with the Animal Crossing playthrough, we ended up doing a lot of time traveling to make up for my clock on my GameCube being dead. Sophie. Now, one thing I'm actually forgetting to do here is we should actually, like, pet her for bringing back the frisbee. Yeah. Trying to get the finesse of throwing distance is going to wreck me. Sophie! Sophie! Again, it works pretty well. So I will be playing some off-screen as well, in order to actually make faster progress, on a few things. Not faster progress even, but just, you know, I have to maintain this dog's health, from day to day. So it's a little bit different than other playthroughs. So yeah, I don't know if I'll teach too many tricks off stream, given that, like, you hit a limit of how many you can teach the dog in a day. I might end up wanting to teach a few of the tricks off stream, if that's okay. But, we'll see on that. The dog can learn a maximum of 3 tricks daily. So, I feel like we taught 4 tricks. I don't know if that's like a first day thing, because the sit one is the tutorial, so it might not count that one. I'm just impatiently checking this now. I mean, we're probably not too far off from the ad break, but again, you hit a limit of what you can actually do is the only problem. Other than just play with the cute doggo, which I mean, to be fair, playing with the cute dog is... Oh, hi. Good dog. Good dog. Yeah, you are. There's also music. Touch the record or play buttons to move the needle onto the record. Hello. How are you doing? So then... Hello. How are you doing? That sounds extremely crusty. As you'd expect for a DS game. Delete everything on your white record, yes. So you can also find music records that can cause the dogs to do different things like jump or do specific emotions that are actually really good for teaching them tricks. You can change the clock, I'm pretty sure. But we only have one at the moment. We have etc., which is like treasure type items. Yeah, we have the 2 collars. Yeah, this is definitely kind of a pickup in... Oh, a bubble blower, that's cool. I assume it works like an actual bubble blower, so I have to like... I don't know if it's gonna pick that up. Yeah, I don't know how to make this work on this setup, actually. I'm almost surprised the mic itself works as well as it does, if I'm being real. Kinda didn't think that was gonna work nearly as well. So, I think there's a stage up from clean, so let's just show this off. Give Sophie a bath, yep. This is a very famous song. Like, this is used a lot in, like, I think this is in Smash Bros. Of all things. Like, there's a remix of it in Smash. Which is, like, very wild. Someone looks beautiful. Indeed. Thank you for the hydration check, by the way. Sophie's doing very good now. She's all sparkly. Just like dogs in real life, who will sparkle totally when you, brush Sophie's fur, like when you bathe them. Yeah, you can also brush them too. Leaving for dinner, be back around. Oh, okay. Hope you have a nice dinner. GB, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, we can make our dog all sparkly and clean. I think in some cases you can actually just brush them and don't have to like bathe them to actually get them up to like clean status again. But some things are like bad enough that's like, yeah, no, you need to bathe them. Sophie's feeling very good now. But yeah, you actually have to get bottled water. Distilled water is easy on a puppy's digestive tract, also food. This is a well-balanced meal with all the necessary nutrition. Nutrients. That's hard to say for some reason. But yeah, I will probably end up trying to do a lot of stuff off stream. And we might come back next time and just kind of mess around for a little bit more. This also might be a short stream. I might keep this to like only 2 hours instead of 3 hours. Just because like... Again, you kind of run into an upper limit of how much you can actually do in this game. To be real. It's kind of a waste of food, because she's not even going to eat that much, but she's almost full as is, yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah, this is a heavy, like, showcase kind of game. But yeah, this is like a system seller for me. Really wanted Nintendogs. And definitely played the heck out of it. I was also very picky with dogs, especially when I tried to have multiples at a time. They'd kind of like feud a bit, so I would always like... I did not treat my Nintendogs very well as a kid, I'll be perfectly honest. I was very like harsh towards them a lot of times. Which might seem extreme, but I kind of regret how mean I was to my Nintendogs. Just, I don't know, it's one of those weird regret kind of things of like, yeah, I could have been nicer to my Nintendogs. And probably should have been. But yeah, we do have the unfortunate hurdle of like, yeah, no, we kind of tapped out all we can do for now. Let's try the ribbon. I'm curious what this looks like. You can also just find stuff around the world too. On walks. That's part of the reason I want to go on more walks, is hoping we can go a little bit farther, and also just, you know... So we can hopefully find items. This looks very silly without a collar. Just stick a ribbon on a dog, as you do. I don't know why he needs to save that, actually. Oh, hi. Good girl. I did not say shake, but neat. There's also a park where you can practice with the frisbee. Oh my god. My like limp hand frisbee throws here. Eventually you don't need to like pet the dog as much for bringing it back. Oh hi. Yeah, there's a frisbee competition, so you do have to get better at frisbee. Unfortunately. This might be the big hurdle of the playthrough, is trying to get better at this. We shall see. Actually, while we are waiting, let's check out some more of the options here, I guess. Like, we do have info. The problem with doing a commentated stream on Nintendogs is a lot of things get read as, oh, you're talking to your dog. I don't know what to write in here. Let's just do this. That's not what I meant to hit. There we go. Perfect. You know, I'm afraid to hit system settings. It might kick us out of the game. But you can check your best scores. There's a lot here. Open. We're not even in open for agility. Yeah, we got into open class, but we still have a long way to go if we want to be the champion. But to be honest, I don't know if I want to work that hard. I might just do a couple of them, like, next stream, and then just kind of, like, mess around. Next stream might be trying to get through more of the trophy challenges, but again, I'm not committing to getting through all of them, just because I think we'll be here for a lot longer. Kind of like Animal Crossing, I'm hoping, you know, big emphasis on hoping to have this just as kind of like a little short stream series, kinda. because again, both of these were two of my very favorite games. Oh, that's the other interesting story about this. Animal Crossing also ties in because the instruction manual for this game had an ad for Nintendogs in the back. Not Nintendogs, what am I saying? Nintendogs wouldn't have an ad for Nintendogs. What I mean is they actually had an ad for Wild World on the back of the instruction manual. So I think that's how I found out that a new Animal Crossing was coming out too, which also immediately became one of my most anticipated games at the time. So yeah, interestingly, the screenshots in the back of the manual, I think it just says like Animal Crossing DS. I don't even know if it says Wild World, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong on that. I might double check during the ad break. But yeah, it definitely was a big deal at the time. I definitely was very excited about the prospect of more Animal Crossing. And again, Wild World as a game is weird. I still played it a heck of a lot. Partly because, handheld and everything. However, it is a case of like, it is a lot more limited by the scope of it being a handheld game. Yeah, if you don't pet her first, she doesn't want to let go very easily. Yeah, no, we have a long way to go before the Frisbee skills are going to be up to snuff, is what I'm currently learning. There are better places to do this, by the way. There's also a park nearby. And, I think you're generally recommended to go to the park for that. For, like, Frisbee training, because you have more wide open space for it. I mean, you can practice here, obviously, but it's not nearly as efficient. Again, I don't even know what I keep saying. That makes her think I'm telling her to shake. Or sit, in that case. But yeah, there are different books also on the different modes, which is kind of cool. Like little tutorials, basically. Like training your doggo, taking care of him. Bark mode's the multiplayer. Disc competition. Disc competitions are sporting events in which you and your dog compete for points. You earn points by throwing and catching discs within a given time limit. Even novices can enjoy this exciting dog sport. There's no limit to how many times you can throw the disc within the time limit. You throw until the timer reaches 0. Your final place is determined by how many total points you earn in the time limit. Points are determined by the area your dog catches the disc in. The farther away the catch, the more points you earn. Additionally, your dog can earn 1 additional point by catching the disc in midair. If you don't throw the disc straight, your dog will be more likely to drop it. Practice at the park until you're able to throw the disc in a way that is easy for your dog to catch. So again, it's specifying the park for that. Okie dokie, I have returned. So, yeah. It has been a hot minute, so will they let us take another walk finally? Yay! So as we go farther and farther, you will eventually start to notice that the stamina gauge in the bottom right will get slightly longer. Oh, thank goodness. This actually worked. I was nervous because we were like kind of pushing the length of that. But yeah, just a leisurely little stroll. You can obviously, run. Oh, hi. Hello. No, wait. Stop. Go back. Sophie must have found something. She's bringing it to you. Did she find it? Got a white rubber bone. This toy is great for strengthening a puppy's jaw and helping it release stress. Type sports. So, you can find various presents, you have to like get your dog to notice it though, which is sometimes easier said than done, to be real. That's one of the other benefits of taking walks, is actually finding goodies. So yeah. Very productive. I doubt we'll find anything on the way back, since we're basically taking the same route. I don't know how this game's like generation works for actual like placing of presents. On really long walks, I find it's pretty easy to find like 2 or 3 presents fairly consistently. Anyway, new location. You've reached the gymnasium. You can train here for agility trials for a while. So, agility trials. This one is like jumping over these little thingies. She will be very bad at them for a bit. That's what practice is for. Eventually, she will be able to... God damn it. She'll be able to clear them without even, like... stopping, like the way she is now. Like, where she kind of stops and has to, like, rear up for them. So that's kind of what we want for these. We want to get her to the point where she can easily clear these without hesitating. There will be more obstacles added later on as well that we'll have to come back here and gradually learn. So yeah, this will definitely be a multi-stream game at this rate. I think there's actually a limit to how many competitions you can enter in a day too. So that is the other hang-up. So yeah, at least one more stream. It actually might be more than that, depending on how things go. Again, I'd like it to be 2 or 3 streams, but we'll see. She does seem to be getting a little bit more comfortable. I like those JPEG people, or PNG people in the background. Watching us fail at this repeatedly. To be fair, entering this kind of thing with the corgi might be a choice on my part, because like, you know, famed athletic dogs, the corgi, clearly, you know, those tiny little legs, it's like, maybe not the best for athletic activities like this. There's also the tunnel, which we haven't even attempted yet, because we're just trying to get this part down first. She's getting pretty consistent, actually, so that's good. I shouldn't have opened my mouth. But yeah, let's try the tunnel. You basically have to guide her through. If you don't, she will eventually, like, get very scared and stop going through on her own. She's having a time, I see. Cool. Yeah, no, that has gone pretty consistent, so I'm not as worried about that. The tunnel's what I'm more concerned about, because she keeps wanting to go back out. Because she's like, I don't like this. I think tapping actually works better than holding for these. Again, eventually she'll get to a comfort level where she'll kind of just barrel through the little tunnel. But basically, all the little, like, championships gradually introduce new mechanics as you go along. We're getting excellence pretty consistently now. Okay, so she still needs help. I think it'll eventually get to the point where you don't have to, like, actively guide her nearly as much. She's also going pretty slow through it, too, in all fairness. Wow, she's having a time. Yeah, I find tapping works a little bit better, as it turns out. Again, it's been a minute since I've played this... a hot minute since I've played this game, so I had to kind of relearn a few things myself. But yeah, Nintendogs plus Cats is interesting because it kind of bombed. Admittedly, I think it's a twofold issue. One, the game is just kind of shallow. It's actually... I think it only has 3 events instead of... or 2 events instead of 4. Or instead of 3. In terms of, like, competitions, so there's less to actually do in the game. Plus, let's be real, cats are just not great video game material. Because, like, you can't do as much with the cats compared to the dogs. Just by the nature of, like, they're cats. You're not gonna train them like you can with a dog. Okay, see, she's going through the tunnel a little bit faster now. A little bit more, like, consistent speed on that. So that's what we want to see. I don't know about you, but I think we're good to go, actually. I might eat my words, but I think we're as ready as we can be for this part.